Documenta has opened its doors in Kassel. Here at the Friedrichianum, antique sculpture meets contemporary art. For tour guide Andrea Ortolano, Documenta is a reminder of the great art lovers who influenced life here over the centuries.
People like the brothers Grimm, chemist Robert Bunsen, the musician Louis Spohr, the Tischbein family of painters all lived in our town. Many scholars from across Europe came here to meet these great minds. That's how Kassel ended up gaining its international reputation from the middle of the 17th century to the middle of the 19th century. Then there was a break, and then came the Documenta.
Dann gab's einen Bruch und dann Documenta.
One of the exhibition venues is the Baroque Orangerie. Once a summer residence of Hessen's former rulers, it now houses the Museum of Astronomy and Technology. Among priceless instruments and equipment is the oldest preserved celestial globe in the world. Documenta artists have presented their own experimental interpretation of astronomy. Like this installation called 2048. Kassel's rulers were also responsible for a striking architectural symbol.
The Hercules monument has been Kassel's main emblem for 300 years. It doesn't matter where you arrive from, but it's the first thing you notice in Kassel.
At the other end of the huge hillside park is the Wilhelmshöhe Castle, which houses a world-famous painting gallery. And Löwenborg Castle, designed as an artificial ruin. Kassel owes a lot to its rulers. The Ottonium was Germany's first building to permanently house a theater. Today, it's the Museum of Natural History and another Documenta venue. The brothers Grimm worked in the Friedrichianum, regarded as the first public museum in mainland Europe.
Jakob was the strong and healthy one and used to work as the librarian at the Friedrichianum. He used to leave the back door open for his brother Wilhelm, who was often too weak to get to work. So he would come in to study, do research and copy books, which neither of them could afford.
Today, there's an entire museum devoted to the brothers Grimm, who earned a living as linguists and achieved international fame with their fairy tales. They inspired this Documenta installation based on medieval knights. Artists as modern storytellers. One of them is Bernd Schaefer, a retired police officer. He's one of the so-called worldly companions on hand to guide visitors around the artist pavilions dotted around Karlsauer Park.
Many locals will feel the same way I do. They don't know this at all, and they're amazed to find such fantastic, beautiful spots like Karlsauer when they thought they knew everything already. This is an awesome experience.
Guests here can enter a completely different world. This former prison has been turned into a hotel during the Documenta. As you might expect from a prison cell, the decor is somewhat basic.
I was curious what the experience would be like if there was any residue of the prison. I mean, memories of the prison.
Out of humor, we all say, well, our jobs are prison, are like prisons, and I'm an artist, so, I thought, okay, is art a prison?
Art certainly changes our view of the world. And for centuries, that has been the case time and time again in Kassel.